Now, after months of being apart, Channel 4 reconciles Mel with Sue for a brand new series of their Late Lunch.
Hello, I'm Tanya Fallon, series producer of Late Lunch. Over the weekend, you may have read that two presenters were very badly behaved. Not only have they let us down, but they're about to let you down too. We're ashamed to announce that Mel and Sue will still be presenting Late Lunch.
Welcome, everybody. My name is Mel. Now, madam, is it the one table for 95? Would you like smoking or non-smoking?
Hello, my name is Sue. I just happen to be in the area. I wondered if I could just have 30 seconds of your time. Just 30, not selling anything. But have you ever thought about buying a Hoover?
Madam, can I just draw your attention to the specials board? Yeah. We are doing smoked haddock today, which I've heard is truly excellent.
Director. This is a big acting moment for me where I pretend there's someone speaking to me. Okay. She says, we're not doing our summer jobs anymore because it's autumn job time now.
Wow, so I'm not a waitress.
Not until Christmas, you're not. And I don't have to stand on a doorstep freezing my lady's overhang off.
It's all coming back to me. The silly dancing.
Yeah, all that. Those stupid noises we make when we can't think of anything interesting or intelligent to say. What's that about?
Anyway, lads, cracking summer? Cracking summer?
Cracking summer.
Sue? Cracking summer?
Yeah.
Summer loving? Happened so fast.
Yeah, well, that wasn't his fault, Mel. He was just a little nervous. Give the man a break.
I'll give you a clue. Okay. Do you remember? I'll give you a clue.
Is that your impression of You don't have to give me a clue. I was there. You remember the girl with the blue hair? Terrible human failure? Me.
Good.
I was there. This summer, Mel and I went Greek island hopping, which is actually much harder than it sounds, as the islands are quite a long way apart. So you have to take a very big run-up in order to leap successfully from one to the other.
Luckily, Jonathan Edwards gave us some training.
He does the triple jump. Do you see? Work with us, audience, not against. It tends to help. Come on.
So we went to Paxos, the Greek island of stuffing. Then Skiathos, famous for its sun-drenched ski resort.
And then we went on to Davros, the Greek island where everyone goes around on casters in a studded metal skirt with electrodes on the nipples.
And
One
Sue...
for the over 25s, obviously.
Very good. Now, Sue had a bit of a bazooki with local waiter Haris. I think he wanted to make you his Anita Haris, actually.
Or else subject me to some continual sexual harassment.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Mel was off with 17-year-old Diddy Adonis about town. Spiros.
I didn't.
Spiros.
You did. I didn't. Well,
Got a moustache of sweat.
We'll just let the details unfold over the next few weeks.
Now, apparently, people only watch this show for the ad breaks, so let's crash on now,
OK, now, kicking off, the cooking today is done by a Gallic god famous for three things. 1, incredibly sexy football. 2, incredibly sexy looks. 3, shampoo. Have you got it yet?
Have you?
Here's another
Will
clue.
you?
Come on, audience, and take it away, Band.
Yep.
Not literally take it away.
No, just
play.
sing, yeah.
Just play.
Plays for us and he plays for France and he makes us sing and he makes us dance. Oh, Ginola. Oh, Ginola. Yes, Brian Cant's cooking for us in the kitchen. Of course, that's... Can we wire this audience up to the national grid? Come on, liven up, laddies. Tucking into...
Sorry, mate. Shouldn't have worn this fleece. Quite hot. It's a lot of sweat.
Can I just do something?
On the face. Could you just deal with my moustache, mate? Thank you very, very much.
And a great gut shot
That's a
for all
lot
of
better.
you there. For me, now, tucking into Dishy David's dish tonight is the man who was water-based in The Man from Atlantis, very much oil-based in Dallas, but tonight he's based in this very studio. It's the one, the only, gird up, it's Patrick Duffy! Patrick David!
So, tonight on Late Lunch we say...
You ain't seen nothing yet. Gong, gong,
Bobby. So, if you want to call and ask David how many times a year he washes his hair...
Or ask Patrick whether he had a shower before the show or whether it was a hilarious dream.
Then call us. Call us on 09904 lunch if you have an alphabetical phone. That's 099045.
Oh, that's terrible.
86.
Oh, that's absolutely shocking.
24.
That has got to be the worst Alan Hance impression in the history of television.
You are literally too kind. Or you can fax us, lovies, if you want to, on 09902 lunch, if you have a groovy alphabetised fax. If not, it's 0999025.
I got double-crossed by J.R. Ewing.
86.
I got pregnant by J.R. Ewing.
24.
I got fly fishing by J.R. Hartley.
Today's tribute band bows down in homage to our chef and king of coiffure, David Ginola. He is sexy, he is sporty and very, very rich. They aren't. I've seen to that. Please go sauvage and crazy for Steve, Matt, Dizzer and Dan. It's Aerosmith! Greetings, me again. In Spain, they call him, excuse me, El Magnifico, the big un. In France, they call him un mélange de douceur et de force. God only knows what that means, we'll ask him later. At my house, we simply call him Dave, because he's my boyfriend in the house of my imagination. Don't burst my bubble, it's David Ginola!
Hello.
Gallic God, please enter the kitchen.
Hello, everybody.
Have you set your eyes to stun, ladies? Here he is. How are you, David?
I'm fine, I'm fine.
Did I pronounce that right, David?
David is right, yeah.
David?
I feel it's
Dave?
up to you. Up to you.
No, I'm being over familiar now. Come on.
No,
stop
David,
it.
David.
David is good.
Yeah.
Now, what are you cooking for us today, David?
We call this gnocchi.
Gnocchi.
Gnocchi, I think, is fist.
Fist.
In English, it's sort of pasta. It's actually an Italian meal, so very simple. You can do it Sunday morning with the whole family.
Okay. I'm going to show a quick menu board for your potato fists that you're cooking for us today. Today we have potato gnocchi with fresh tomato and herb sauce, or gnocchi gnocchi.
Who's there?
Ginola.
Ginola as well.
Ginola way to San Jose. What was that sound? My career. Do you understand the idea of the knock-knock joke in English?
Not before that,
No. Presumably you wish you'd never heard it.
but it looks very funny.
It's a very funny premise which involves you pretending to knock on a door and a silly person at the other end. Sometimes it's Doctor Who. I won't go into that. It's an English thing. It makes us the kind of people we are. Now, what are your ingredients, David?
So we need some potato flakes, actually.
I've never seen potato flakes.
Yeah, we have to mix it up with a bit of water.
Yeah.
So you have to put the flakes in the water. You have to stir it a little bit.
You rehydrate.
Yeah,
Good.
to make a nice mashed potato.
I'm worried about your hair in this scenario. The odd flake might perhaps brush against the coiffure.
We're talking about cooking, eh?
Okay. Can I get you a hairnet?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
It's okay, I'm fine. I'm really.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry.
Is this something your mum taught you, or your family, or?
Yeah, my mom actually teach me this because on Sunday, you know, they were working all week, so the Sunday was just for the family.
Sure.
So with my brother, we used to do it a lot. So when you mix the water and the flakes, you have to add just a bit of flour. Okay.
Okay.
You carry on.
Okay, I'll carry on. Now, I understand, of course, that 360 million people across the world watch Dallas. Were you one of those people? Dong ding, dong ding, dong 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 ding, dong dong ding. Do you remember?
Yeah, I
No, it was
remember
just
that.
silly, it wasn't. You remember? Did you
I
see it?
used to watch this actually.
Really?
Yeah.
What do they call JR in France?
JR.
Gia.
JR.
Okay.
JR and Bobby.
And is it subtitled?
No, just you know, JR was hated by the people.
He was
in
hated by the
France.
people. Yeah.
There's a big series in France, and Bobby was loved by most of the people in France, and JR was hated, absolutely.
Down with Gier, up with Bobby.
Yes.
That's the way we like it.
So now you have to do something very
Manual.
silly actually, because you have to put your hands, you have to clean your hands first.
Yeah, which you've done.
Already done. Yeah.
I can smell it.
And you have to put your hands in a pastry to make something consistent. You know, it's very important because normally you do this for at least 6 or 7 persons.
You don't want a flaky fist there. You've got to, come on, you've got to pulp it in, get some good action.
Don't worry to add more flour if you need. You like cooking?
Yeah, I do like cooking. I prefer watching you, though. In my mind's eye, you're nude with a penny, but that's another story.
Yeah.
Got to work with what we've got, and what I've got is...
Yeah, but it's very strange, but you know, normally footballers in France or in Europe, they really enjoy cooking because it's the only time you stay home with the family.
See
and
your kids.
Yeah, of course.
Exactly. So it's a big footballing thing.
And I know that women, they really love men who cook.
That's
you know?
true. Ah, that's why you do it. Apparently, David Batty makes a mean lemon meringue pie. Very, very strong, I understand. So will you roll that out and get cracking? I'm just going to now see what Mel is doing in the audience. Now, I understand, Mel, that you're doing a French correspondence course to impress David. How is it going?
Thế hồ đăng hi nô lăng, lê đê ghê chô bênh bê bê nô.
You see, you won't have understood that because you couldn't see the hilarious subtitles that were underneath that with a very funny joke, but don't worry about it. Okay, okay. Now, I'm going to show how in with the kids I am and in with the youth culture. You're a goth. Are you a goth? Are you a bit? Maybe a little bit? Would you class yourself as goth?
to admit it.
Oh, it's fantastic coloured hair. It's groovy. Well, let's have a delve into your box. Here we go. Here. Oh, hello. Hello there. Some sort of bizarre coloured cakes. What are these?
They're my Venus flytrap cakes.
Ah, ooh, scary.
I was going to get some little plastic flies.
Do they bite you if you put your hand in?
They might do, yeah. You never know.
Oh, okay. Right. Now, what do you do then in life? In the grain?
Work in a residential home
Right.
in Bromley.
Oh,
yeah.
right, brilliant, lovely.
But I've done a funeral directing course, so I might go into funeral directing.
Moving slowly away. No, you're lovely. Cheers and good luck with the funeral direction. That's great. Hello there.
Hello.
You're in a rather special seat, young lady.
I am.
You're in Mel's hot seat.
I know.
And in Mel's hot seat tonight, what we're going to do, I have these two lovely ladies over here, OK? Now, what you have to do, these are very special ladies because they are the mums of some extremely famous young girls, young ladies. I'm going to give you a couple of clues. Have a look at them. Take them in. This lady here, this lady here. What do you reckon? Any idea?
Are they pop stars?
They are. Shall I give you a clue?
Yes.
Would you like to go to bed with me in French?
No idea.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
All Saints.
So, good. This is Mrs. Appleton, and this is Mrs. Blatt. Very strong. Welcome. How are you doing? Oh, hello. Sorry for leaning over. So you are Madame Blatt.
Correct. Yes.
And you're Hélène Blatt.
Hélène.
Your daughter is lovely Melanie.
That's right.
You're soon to be a grandmother.
Yes, I'm delighted as well.
When's she due to splat?
Mid,
you know, sorry, you know.
Mid-November.
So quite soon.
Yes, very soon.
Wow, congratulations. And Mrs. Appleton?
Yes.
You look very similar to the girls. It's Nick and Nat, isn't it?
Yes,
yeah,
it is.
Nick and Nat, lovely. And sister of Nick and Nat?
Sister of Nick and Nat.
What's your name?
I'm Laurie.
Oh, and what have you brought to eat with you today, lads?
Actually, they bought the things to eat. I would go with Ellen's first because it looks much more.
What have you brought? What have you brought?
I got a brie and moutarde à l'ancienne sandwich.
Oh, lovely. Is this a favourite of Mel's? Let's have a look.
No, probably, but it's something we have quite often.
That looks quite dull to me, but it's a sort of thing in a roll.
So,
It's a baguette, right. Now, I'm dying for you to just give us a little bit of dirt on the girls. Nick and Nat, were they...
Do we have any?
Not at all?
No dirt.
Were they always kind of young ravers?
They were always very pure.
Very pure. And what do you think about your future in-laws? Lovely Jamie Theakston, lovely Robbie Williams. Two famous sons-in-law, maybe?
They're cool.
Are they cool?
They're cool.
Oh. Now, what about Sister Laurie? Tell us a bit about Nat. I hear she's...
Natalie's beautiful.
As you are as
lovely,
well, can I
and
just
she's
say?
sweet, and they're just as sweet, you know, at home as they are anywhere else.
But she bought a rubbish record when she was younger.
That's
Let's
not my
just have a
sister.
look.
That's Melanie.
Oh, that's Melanie. What's this? Oh, my word.
It's not a rubbish record.
Oh, actually quite cool, Chaka. Was this her first record?
It's her first record.
Actually, that's quite cool. I
think
take that back.
And she was only 11 or 12 when she bought it.
She was 11 and she bought Chaka Khan.
There you are.
I take it all back.
That is cool.
They're very cool, and tell them to keep rocking on. Great. Now, Sue, apparently David's nickname as a kid was Jambe de Baguette. That means French bread legs. Why do you think that is?
I've got absolutely no idea. I suppose I'll check. Well, very impressive baguettes they are. Unfortunately, I had to come up for air. Is it true? I read your autobiography, and in one of the early pages you said you knew what it was like to be a professional footballer. I quote, as soon as your father began oiling your legs.
Yeah.
What, did they do that in France? They oil your legs?
Yeah, because I used to go to watch my father playing football on Sunday, and you know they put the oil on the legs to warm for the warm up, and the smell of the camphor, the oil camphor, was very very strong. So I kept this smell in my head, and it was for life.
Dear, but it's a shame that that tradition hasn't caught on in England. More oil is what I say on an Englishman's leg. Now, how is the cooking going? What have we done here in the little
So
gap?
we did the pastry.
Yeah.
You have to make some rolls, to cut some piece in the rolls, and with a fork you do some mark on the gnocchi.
Yeah.
So you put the gnocchi into a boiling water. Very simple.
Lovely.
As you see. And you start next to the gnocchi, you start your sauce with some onions, garlic. You put some tomato.
Yeah.
Not too much. Okay.
About that much.
Okay. After you put some herbs.
Which kind of herbs are they?
Thyme, rosemary, Provençal from Provence, you know, from my area. In fact.
And that's cool, so you just keep stirring that.
So, no, it's not finished. You have to put some puree of tomato to make the sauce consistent. And you add...
You don't want an erratic sauce, come on.
Just a bit of water.
Do you mind me stirring? Have I slightly...
Yeah,
am I overdoing my part?
Go for it.
Tell me off.
And don't forget a little bit of flour just to make the sauce a little bit more firm, you know.
Okay.
You know?
That's firming up nicely. Now, I
It's
want to
nice,
ask
huh?
you one question here.
Nice
okay?
smell.
Who said this, David? I worry about France's ability to get past the second round of the World Cup.
Me.
Now, you weren't...
I was wrong,
You
actually.
were wrong. And can I say I remember that moment because you were in a blazer and deck shoes, and I like that in a man. Now, you weren't picked for the squad. Why do you think that was?
Oh, it's a lot of things, but I don't think it's just a problem of football. Since I don't play in the French team since 2 years and a half, so it's a long time. They play the European Championship together, and you know, like Eric Cantona and me, we never be involved in the team. So
That's a shame.
I think it's a shame for us.
Do you think they would have done better in the World Cup with you in the side, though?
Better than winning the World Cup?
Yeah, my irony hat was full on there. The irony Stetson's on. Now, Newcastle, I'm a massive Magpies fan, and you
Why,
obviously... Why, I Pep?
Why, I think.
Now, I've got to... I like that.
I got
Somebody
this
sent
one.
this in, right, line yourself, Geordie, a lovely person called Claire, so cheers, because apparently my accent was so bad in the last series she felt I needed this manual. Can you tell me what you think this? Hard away and get your shoe out the cree.
Yeah.
Put some coal on the fire, please. This is the next one. You've left your bogie in the yard. Tut tut, child. You've not put your kiddie car away. One more. Your boots is clotty.
No.
Your boots are dirty. That's a good footballing one, you see. You should know that. Now, just briefly, you won Hairstyle of the Year in '96, did you not?
Yeah.
How did that feel?
Nothing special. I
You weren't
prefer to
elated?
win the league, yeah.
With Tottenham?
With Tottenham or Newcastle when I was in Newcastle.
Yeah. And now Tottenham, how do you feel about their progress? Is it a good question to ask? I'm getting a stare now, you know what I mean?
You know, Tottenham is a big club, and they deserve to, and they have to stay in the top 5 every season. So I just thinking about last season, it was a shame to stay in a relegation position. And you know, now with George Graham and new involvement in the club,
It's a new moment.
I think it would be nice. Yeah.
I think that would be cool. Now, it's been said, and I've just seen, in fact, that you can hold a player in your aggressive stare, like that, for a very long time. And that's frightening me now. Can you do it to there, OK? We're going to go into the break. Join us after the break with the sexiest man to work in oil since the Chippendales Christmas Massage Spectacular. It's Dallas's Patrick Duffy. On vous revoit en 3. See you in 3.
I'm feeling cooler. Let's release, let's relax, let's sit down.
Let's sit soft. We're chilling, cool and calm.
Now, welcome back to Late Lunch, the live show that's so topical we write it during the break.
The next break, so you have to wait. Before I finish off David, that's finish off cooking with David, it's time to open the larder that is the news and pull out a large cucumber. Disgraced Blue Pizza presenter Richard Bacon has no need to worry about his future. Job offers have been literally flooding in. He has been asked to present Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Bonds of praise.
And Pot Rescue.
Richard Bacon defended his actions by pointing out they merely reflected the behaviour of school children up and down the country.
Of course, how many children, how many school kids at one time or another have weed in their pants or stayed behind to do lines?
Tony Blair is going through a midwife crisis. Midwives marched on Westminster today. There's a big echo in
There
here.
is.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Time is pressing,
Time's
love.
pressing on, crashing on. Midwives marched on Westminster today to hand over a petition to 10 Downing Street.
Unfortunately, the gates were locked, so the midwives had to deliver the petition by caesarean section.
London's... Don't do that with your glasses, doll. Don't. It's Larry Grayson, mate. Don't do the glasses.
No, that's Larry Grayson.
That's...
Not very good, apparently.
Good. London's Fashion Cafe has had to call in the administrators after going £7 million in the red. But that's OK because red is the new black.
Absolutely. Role model Jerai Halliwell has become a UN Goodwill ambassador. She's already done a lot of UN work in the Spice Girls.
Jerry, you entertained us magnificently.
You entranced us with your sweet voice.
And you invited to come on late lunch whenever you like, girl.
Absolutely.
OK.
And Yuan got a great pair of bazookas as well.
Goody,
Could you
goody,
please
good.
let me know what bra you're using so I can point mine up a couple of inches?
Will you tell Duffy that I think he's quite sexy?
No.
OK,
No.
right. Vas-y vite, Suzanne, à la cuisine.
Vas-y vite.
Vas-y.
That Turkish. It's not going to help David, is he? He's French, mate.
Vas-y.
Hello, David.
Hello.
Welcome again. Now, the sauce
Yeah,
is
we're
now
almost
pureed.
finished. Almost finished, you know. It's,
What have you been doing while we've been sort of sitting in the echo booth there?
Just watching at you.
Oh,
Enjoying every moment.
God bless you, David.
This is almost finished.
Okay.
We have just to put a little bit of sauce on the plate. Just thinking a bit of decoration always.
Oh, he's a drizzler. Look at that. Look at the style, look at the grace.
That's it.
I like that.
Just a bit of Parmesan cheese on the top. It's a
Beautiful.
very healthy meal, you know.
Now, there's another quote we've got here. And this one is definitely from you. English women are brazen and drunk. They drink too much. You're saying we're just a bunch of slappers, basically, aren't you, mate? You think you're looking at English women and saying...
I never said that.
You're saying we're slappers. God bless you for that. At least someone has finally got our national characteristic under control. This man is... Now, you used to study literature, is that true? Because in your book you also say you're a footballer. Like Chris Eubank, you're not just a footballer, you're a writer, you're a poet, you're a philosopher. And you study Baudelaire, is that right?
Yeah.
L'Albatros?
L'Albatros to my French baccalaureate. You know, it's the high level for you.
Yeah, A-level. OK, well, I've just got a little thing here. Do you really feel that... do you, as an artist, as a footballer, feel the same sort of contradiction within that Baudelaire felt in L'Albatros between creativity, aspiring to the infinite, and yet very obviously confined, rather, by the boundaries of the self? How do you feel about that?
I feel very bad.
You feel very bad. So the audience was slightly gagging at that moment. David, this looks top scran. Top scran indeed. Can we have a massive round of applause to the one, the only, David Ginola?
Thank you.
Now, in time-honoured tradition, audience, are you hungry?
Yes!
Band, are you hungry?
Yes!
Tottenham fans, are you hungry? Then let's eat a late lunch.
In Dallas, he played Bobby Ewing, who married Pam Barnes, who was Digger Barnes' daughter, the arch-rival of Jock Ewing, who was Bobby's dad. After Bobby divorced Pam, he had an affair with Jenna, was stalked by Catherine, Pam's half-sister, who found out Bobby was going to remarry Pam, so ran him over. But he was OK, really, because Pam dreamt the whole thing. But then Pam had an accident, disappeared, and Bobby married April, who was kidnapped and shot on honeymoon. So distraught, Bobby sold Ewing oil and lived unhappily ever after. Please welcome Patrick Duffy.
Oh, yes.
Please take a seat.
Christmas has come early.
Patrick?
Yes.
He still looks the same from Dallas. He still looks the same.
No reconstructive work or any reconstructive work?
I had these lifted. And
They're
that's
good. And they're in great shape, I may say. They're certainly better than mine.
Patrick, welcome.
Thank you.
That's your cutlery, your napkin. Please tuck into David's gnocchi. Gnocchi.
You know what? It's really not fair, though.
Why?
Because French could cook toast.
That is true.
You know
French
what I mean?
toast.
And, well, yes.
They do.
But it just, first of all, it sounds good when they're cooking it.
Toast.
You know, when they just talk about their cooking, it sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
You know, and then...
Patrick, I have to say, Patrick is giving off a really laid-back, calm vibe.
Oh, I'm getting
like
buzzing
it.
pheromonal action.
No, it's lovely.
I like
Patrick, do tuck in.
Yeah. The audience
they're
are
always-
Everybody is just eating their
Yeah, they're
little
just
brains
going for
out
it
up
now.
there.
Go for it, laddies.
They sure are. Patrick, I have to say, I never actually saw Dallas.
So,
because
this is David's gnocchi, huh?
It's David's
Yeah, they're
gnocchi,
good.
though.
It's David, your first culinary casualty.
Patrick,
Actually, wonderful.
You took an excellent dive. That was worthy of Jurgen Klinsmann, that one. It was just a...
That was grand.
Mind your suit there. It's neat. I don't want to damage that in any way.
A bit of tweed.
Patrick, as I was saying, I never actually saw Dallas because my mum and dad...
I did.
Did you see Dallas?
All of them.
And did you like it?
I loved it.
Did you?
I did.
Good, I've seen all your shows, too.
Thank you.
I think you are so wonderful.
Thank you. I feel bad for Melly. Don't leave Melly in the cold.
We're not going to leave Melly in the cold.
Bobby was always my favourite character, but now I'm not so sure.
You said you didn't watch it.
I never saw it. I was telling you why. My mum and dad thought there was too much bed action in Dallas. So what I used to do...
I thought you said bad acting. Yeah, this a little bit. Never watched bad
action. What they didn't know was they used to watch it, and I used to watch it reflected in the patio doors. I used to creep down and see it in the patio doors.
Did you see the bed action reflected? That must have been a weird introduction.
So all this time you thought I was left-handed then?
Exactly.
Thank you, band.
My earliest memory of you is Man from Atlantis, actually. Can I just say, you are responsible for giving me an incredible concussion.
You tried it and went right into the wall?
Crystal Palace swimming pool, never, very, very bad at sports. Did a little Man from Atlantis thing and surprised myself by being quite good. The instructor said, Sue, or Susan, as I was then in my young incarnation, thanks for those letters, could you do it again? So the class watched, fibbidi-fibbidi-fim, bong, huge great egg shape, Nina, Nina, off we go, brain scan, good evening.
But a career was made.
Yes, indeed.
There you go.
How did you do that swimming action with your arms close to your thighs like that, like you did? How did you did you have special training?
Do that again. Yeah, that's about how I did it, right there.
Did you have special training?
No, I never did any of that. I really wasn't even a swimmer.
Oh, seriously?
When I started, yeah. But that's what you can do in Los Angeles in television. You don't have to be anything similar to what you're trying to be.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you auditioned for the part, I mean, how did that happen?
You just had to strip down to your skivvies and see how you looked wet.
To your skivvies?
That's much the same as we auditioned, actually. That's the same sort of
process. That the way, that's how I got this job today, too. Yeah. You made me do it again.
Power hose.
I didn't know what that was all about.
Polaroid, you know.
Are skivvies what we call knickers? Skivvies are knickers.
Skivvies are knickers?
Okay.
Skivvies are knickers. The only reason I did that is because I was living in Los Angeles with my wife and my firstborn son, and we were so poor that when they called for this audition and they said, bring a swimming suit, I didn't own a swimming suit. And I couldn't...
Oh,
a little sad story. Patrice didn't have any...
I didn't have a swimming suit.
Aqua banana hammock.
Yeah. Didn't have a swimming suit and didn't have enough money to go buy a swimming suit, so I just went in my underwear. I mean, I went in my clothes and then ended up in my underwear.
But you were not only an icon then, you're an icon for a whole new generation today because you have appeared in the cartoon South Park. Are you aware of this fact?
Do you realize how cool that is?
It is the coolest.
Mega cool. Were you aware of this?
Yes, I was. They didn't ask or anything, nor do they need to, which is interesting. But both my sons have grown up with me being in the business, and they're now 23 and 18 years old.
Right.
I've worked my whole life, never had a day off. The best thing, in their opinion?
South Park.
Scuzzlebutt's left leg.
Let's have a look.
This is unreal.
At Patrick Duffy in South Park.
On his left arm, instead of a hand, he has a hook, a knife. No, a piece of celery. Celery? Yes, and he walks with a limp because one of his legs is missing. And where his legs should be, there's nothing but Patrick Duffy. Jiminy Pope, it's the real Scuzzlebutt. What? Scuzzlebutt's real? Oh my God, look at his leg.
Hi kids, I'm TV's Patrick Duffy.
Ta-da!
Hey!
That is well cool.
I love it. Scuzzlebutt's left leg.
Hi kids, I'm Patrick Duffy. I'm TV's Patrick Duffy.
I'm TV's Patrick Duffy. Yeah.
Now,
just in case they didn't know where I was Patrick Duffy.
Very good that the head was on the bottom there. That worked for me. Now, our researchers have spent about...
20 minutes?
Yeah, about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, trawling through some cuttings, you know, on the internet, finding out some fascinating facts. Can you confirm whether these things are true or if they're Duffy information, OK? Fact number one.
If they're what information?
Duffy.
Duffy. It's Duff means not correct in England.
Crud.
We've made it into a gag by saying Duffy.
Duffy.
We've taken your name and sort of...
And sort of...
It's a mad man. Yeah, OK. Yes, so on the money there.
There
please.
we go.
Now, A, you invented a toy
Good
called...
thing you promised me food, I'll tell you that.
You need the protein to stay awake, mate.
No,
you invented a toy called drumsticks. False. It's a Duffy fact. You have a construction company making unusual houses. It's
That's
not.
Duffy.
It's Duffy.
It's
You made a
Duffy.
conch house once.
No, yeah, I had, both of those are almost true.
Okay.
And not really true.
Yeah.
I wanted to invent a toy. I wanted to do a lot of things. I wanted to be an astronaut. I wanted to invent a toy that was a drumstick.
A drum.
And you've got a drummer, but you don't need a drumstick because anybody can be funny if they have a drummer.
That's true.
Right? If you got a drummer to do a drum thing, you can make up anything you want. When I point, you give me a rim shot, okay? If I say, funny. Okay? Now, make it a little longer. I'll say, well, it looks so good, I ate it myself.
That's the one. That was the rim shot.
See what I mean? So not everybody can be like you and afford to carry around their own drummer.
That's true.
You know, you can't go to dinner and bring
That's
your
true.
drummer with you.
That's
But
true.
if you had a little toy with those recordings on it, then you could just be at the table, reach down with your finger on the button and say, well, in the dark, they both look the same.
Good.
My finger was farther away from the button than I thought. So.
Patrick, in Dallas, of course, Dallas, which I saw reflected in the patio glass. You died, obviously, but you returned a year later.
I
Because
thought I died subtly. I thought it was not an obvious death. It was an actor.
It was quality. You returned.
Is that how it was?
Actors like this.
Or in the patio mirror, it's to the other side.
The other way.
Okay.
But you came back a year later, and it was explained as having been part of Pam's dream. Ooh. Who thought? who thought of
I
that?
love all these little sound effects.
Who thought of that idea?
Will you tuck me in and tell me a story tonight? Because I love the way you tell the story. It was actually the producer's idea, but when I got the phone call to come back on the show, I'd been gone for a year. As a matter of fact, it was when I came here during my off time to London.
Oh.
And when I went back, and there was a phone message from Larry, and he said, I want you to come out to Malibu and we'll get really drunk and I want to talk to you.
Larry, as in Larry Hagman?
As in Larry Hagman. Or, I can't say it the way David.
So what do they say in Spain? You've seen it in Spain.
In Spain,
Joteare.
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 One more time. Yo, buddy. Your own little gnocchi maker there.
Hey. But do you like the gnocchi, by the way? David Ginola's
It's top
gnocchi.
strand.
I do.
Tip top.
And where did he go? Because I wanted to...
He flew away.
He flew away.
All I did was touch him there.
Did? Really?
And he went, he'll be
You
back.
touched his baguettes?
I brushed against
She
them.
split the baguettes and put in some butter and garlic.
Garlic bread.
Patrick, you were a bit of a joker. Slightly bit of a joker on set of Dallas. Were you?
No.
Not at all.
I just want to see you break out in a sweat again. No.
That fleece, seriously, it was
I know.
really
I was going
my
to come out and
pits.
give you a little
Oh,
thing, but
I've
I wasn't going to
changed.
do it. Did you?
Yeah, I've checked. The pits are still quite warm, but
Aye.
it's okay.
That's why you're doing a lot of this while
None
you're
of
talking?
this, just to aerate the pits.
Yes, pumping them out
Yes. But were you a joker on set? Did you play pranks on everyone
We
else?
did stuff because we lived together for 13 years. The show was on the air for 13 years, and you spend more time with the cast of your show than you do with your
Yeah.
family or anybody else. So,
Yeah.
so the normal things. It's nothing that you can reconstruct, but I'm sure it's what you do to each other and with each other. And little things, because Larry's my best friend in the world. And Booby. Now, how'd you like to go through your
Booby.
life being known as Booby?
Was that called you Booby in Spain?
Oh yeah, and in France too, it kind of crosses the
Booby.
line. It's JR and Booby. I'm going, no, Bobby. It's not Booby.
Booby.
Yeah, but once I put a live lizard in his briefcase, and he almost had a heart attack. That was where it crossed the line, and I apologized and because in the scene he opened it up, and this thing went up its thing like that, and he had his little palpitation there. But yeah, we did things, but they're all on the gag reels. We have
Comedy outtakes.
outtakes.
We've never seen them over
No.
here.
You should put
because
them together and...
Well, they are together, but we don't like them out because some of them are. You think there is?
Is
What do
Booby
you
Big
call it?
rude?
The bad bed time or whatever you call it.
no.
Too much.
Bad action.
Bad action.
Too much bad action.
Well, there was bad action that you wouldn't believe.
Really?
So you shot a porn version, then cut it down for us kids to watch.
Yeah, we worked for 12 hours, took 11 and a half hours out of it, and made Dallas. Yeah.
Patrick,
I'd like to see those shots.
What are you up to in London, though? What are you...
We're here. I came with my wife. We're here to do a big it's the first time that all of the cancer charities have gotten together and simultaneously decided to do one charitable event.
Right.
And it's called, it's a bunch of guys getting together and we're auctioning ourselves off, basically.
Can I bid?
Yeah.
Can anyone bid?
Yeah, I'll front you some money, as a matter of fact.
And when can we see this? When can people go and see it?
It's going to be televised, and it's... don't you only do that when you like...
No, she'd know all about that. She's training to be a funeral director. Let's put those down.
Let's not go there now. So when's the gala?
Yeah, it's tomorrow night. And yes, that's right, because this is live, and it's going to be delayed in terms of, I think, when it's aired, but it's on tomorrow night, and it's Julio Iglesias and myself, and I'm auctioning off as much champagne as any one woman can drink.
I can drink an awful lot.
Can you?
Yes, I can.
And you're going to drink it out of a shoe.
Yes, I am.
A very clean shoe.
Out of your shoe?
No, a very
not
clean
that one.
shoe.
Now I drink, I need a galosh or a wader.
Huh?
A Jenna
I'll have a waiter bring you a galosh.
That sounds good, Dylan.
And
it's now time. It's now time for Trace/Booby for your big three. We're drilling for oil now in the field of superficial chit-chat. I told you to practice that. Go away and do it again properly. Now, the first question. In the legendary Dallas titles, who comes after Victoria Principal?
In her opinion, everyone.
Charlie Tilton. Booby, put your claws away, Booby.
It's nothing more than we already suspected.
Yes.
Come on.
Who comes after Victoria Prince?
Meg, is it your big three?
No.
Is it your big mouth?
I'm going to have to mark those wrong because Melanie interfered.
She slipped the answer.
She did. Sorry. Now, question 2. Impeach Clinton or just leave him alone?
Leave him alone.
Yeah. Leave him alone.
Leave him alone.
Come
He's
on.
doing his job.
Yeah. Well, listen,
Melanie, if you want me to do a big three with you after the show, I will. I want a big three. But time is pressing, the heavy hand is rolling on, and 7 o'clock cometh. OK. Right. Question 3. Who's your hero?
My hero. It's like working with the Muppets.
It's Rudolph and Sadler, whatever it is. Rudolph and Sadler. Ding, 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 ding. Help me, Patrick.
I forgot the question.
Who's your hero? Not you, Melanie. Yours is Basil Brush. OK.
Who's my hero? President Clinton.
Silence fell on the audience.
Because it's an incredible person who can stay the course and do the job he was elected to do under the onslaught that he has been subjected to. Whether or not he deserves the attention negatively that's going through his life right now, he is still, to this day, the best president of the United States we've had in the last 45 years.
And boy, can President Clinton stay the course.
Patrick for senator. Right now, join us after the break when Patrick Duffy and David
announces his candidacy.
I bet you will, actually. I'll put the money on that. David Ginola will be the first contestants in all-new international Celebrity Conkers.
Yes, that's Conkers live here. You'll be Conkers bonkers to miss it. See you in a knocky-filled 3. Very good 80s rip. That was rock for my money. No less than that. On television now. Welcome back to Late Lunch. Get the bingo wings exercise.
Air 'em out, baby. Keep
Come on.
going. There we go.
Yeah, right those pits, darling.
There we go.
We're here in the lounge with Dallas Dish, Patrice Duffy, who said appearing on this show is like working with the Muppets, and I'm an animal. And footballing for David Ginola, who cooked us delicious gnocchi with tomato and herb sauce. That lunch was tip-top.
Yeah,
Thank you very much,
thanks,
David.
It was excellent. I was a little bit scared of his stare, which you're doing now, so maybe not look at me.
What it is, it's
that's
fawn.
a nice one.
It's
That's a
delicate
nice
little
one.
fawn in the forest, and suddenly I'm going to kill you.
Do that.
That's very, very good.
Now, it's time for the most important sporting event on terrestrial television.
Are you ready?
Yet another sport that the BBC has been beaten to by Channel 4. International Celebrity Conquerors!
That's the official conquer sting there.
We've met today's contestants, Patrick Duffy and David Ginola. let's meet the Conkers, Sue.
Conquer your conquer, welcome to the conquer. Couldn't afford a theme tune for this bit.
Sorry,
Conquer
David.
your
Is it an English game?
Conkers.
Yeah?
They're little things you find on trees, little ball-type things.
Very
Of course
famous
it's an
in
English
school,
game.
no?
Yes, very
Yeah,
famous.
exactly. Right, let's introduce the Conkers. Introducing Conker number 1. Deep mahogany in colour with a distinctive conker-like shape. It was given to me by my nephew Ziggy, so thank you very much, Ziggy.
This is the official conker voice. Conker number 2 looks exactly like conker number 1. It fell off a tree this morning. It is in fact the brother of conker number 1, given to me by my newsagent, Mr. Prash.
Now, let's see who gets to choose their conker, because you can choose a conker. Right. Patrick, what is your shoe size?
10.
10. David, what's your shoe size?
43?
David is bigger. Yeah. David is a lot bigger.
Yeah.
David, you can choose your conker.
Your Euro shoe wins out.
He's got no socks on. David.
Well, his baguette legs need air.
I have-
Okay.
They go stale if you cover them.
Okay. Patrick, there's your conker.
Well, I get the second best conquer. then,
Yeah,
huh?
well, you
Okay.
know, it's good.
Easy now.
Now, gentlemen, if I could ask you to stand up on your feet.
As
let's-
opposed to what? Standing
As-
up on our heads?
That's what you could do.
As opposed to sitting down on your cheeks. Up on your feet and
Down on the cheeks.
This is all going extremely well.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh, I'm still up. Okay.
what I'd like to do, you've got to take alternate shots, no hitting in the face. And if you do a windmill, you get an extra point. You get 2 points,
Okay.
but a hit is 1 point.
Now, think of me, if you will, as a sort of Sid Waddell, but I'm going to do the commentary without the silly voice because I'm not very good at accents. Thank you. You have 30 seconds. You may begin now.
Now, I think you ought to at least stay at least this far away.
All right, I'm going to be... OK.
There we go.
Lads, do it.
Now, are you going to
Start
first?
I start,
Okay,
yeah?
so I got to do one wrap up.
I guess my son...
Hold there.
This will keep you
Only
on the
20
edge of your
seconds
seats.
left. OK. Oh, it's a miss.
That's my turn.
OK, it's your turn.
Okay.
Patrice.
Okay. Now, no, you got to hang your conquer, buddy.
One more
wait a
hit.
minute.
He's got a hold there. He's got a hold there.
Moving conquers.
Yes! And a winner.
All right.
Honk,
That's it.
honk. That honk, honk.
Lads.
The celebrity item is over.
Off your feet, onto your cheeks.
No more chance?
Onto your cheeks.
I guess,
No
you
more
know,
chance for me?
It's like a gunfight, David. You know, you
Thank
get
you.
one chance, and there it is.
Gents, the good news is you can keep those conkers.
And I pick up the wrong one.
Keep those.
That's why. You know what?
Top
Groovy.
conquer, and you scored 2 points because, of course, there was a windmill.
There was at least a half a windmill there. It was
Yeah.
you know, it was a breeze mill.
If the poison dwarf that you worked with in Dallas was playing conkers, do you think she'd be Tilton at windmills?
Yeah, but you'd have to take another rap with the cord.
Goodbye.
Otherwise,
Her name was Charlene Tilton, and I'm now out of work. If anyone's organising a bar mitzvah, do give me a ring. The phone lines have been going crazier than that mad old coot Baroness Thatcher. God bless her. Right, line 1. On line 1, we have Alexandra Munro from Barcra. Hello, Alexandra.
Hi Mel, hi Sue, how are you?
Oh, hello.
Hello.
The gentle voice of sanity has entered into
Good
this
to have
arena.
you back. It's been a long summer without you.
Oh,
Thank
mate,
you.
Cheers.
Okay. My question is to both of you, David and Patrick. Basically, do you get a huge amount of fan mail? And if so, do you answer it personally yourselves?
I'll let you go first.
I try to answer all the mail because I think the respect of the fans is the most important. If I'm a football player
good
today,
man.
it's because the fans support me and push me in this way.
And fancy
so
And they fancy you as well.
No, I mean, so it's the first thing you have to think, answer all the mail and just give a little word for the birthday and stuff like that.
That's good, that's good. And you, Patrick?
I answered both my letters last year.
Both of them.
That I don't believe.
I did.
And they were from me.
And I saved postage because I put them in the same envelope and sent them right back to you.
Always talking.
Now
I'm
let's
sure
go.
you have hundreds.
Thanks, Alexandra.
His mailbag will be grown.
Bye.
Thank you, Alexandra.
Right, let's go to Line Due, to Sally. Is that Sally?
It is. Hello.
Hi, Sally.
Sally.
How you doing?
You're under
I'm
the table,
fine.
Sally. Did you know that?
I'm what?
Your
You're
voice.
under the table.
Yeah.
Special party
I'm looking at you down here. It's like working with Charlene Tilton again.
Hello, Bobby. It's me, Charlotte Tiddle.
Sorry, no, we got to go back.
Now, Sally, what's your question, love?
Well, again, it's for both of them.
Right.
I wanted to know if you're married, and if you are, how you met your wife.
Good wave track there, Sally.
Get a bit of bass in there as well.
Sally says...
Shall I ask it again?
No.
Are you married, Sally? I heard. Don't worry, love.
Yes, and how they met their wives?
Okay, lovely.
Really quickly, I am married. I've been married for 26 years.
Good man.
I met my wife. She was a ballerina. I was touring with her ballet company because I was narrating the performances. And I got on the bus, and I'd never seen so many beautiful women in my life. And I thought, well, I'll just work my way through this bus. And I started with this little pretty blonde ballerina, and I happened to start at the wrong end of the bus because that's where I stopped, too.
Good man. I like that story.
Very nice.
How about you?
Quite different. And my wife is not a ballerina, but she was a former model, and she was lying on the beach in the south of France. And after a game, I came back to my home, you know.
Yeah.
And I went to the beach with my friend, and I saw
Time's
this beautiful girl, and I said to myself, "Oh my God!"
It was the romance there. The romance has it. Thank our guests today, David and Patrice. Thanks. The whistle is blown, lads. David, thank you for such a top lunch.
Delicious. Thank you very much. A big thank you to Patrick Duffy. Yes, you were actually here. It wasn't a dream. No. Although it was for me.
Yeah.
She is so sinister. I will see you next week.
Do you
Take
have a shower
it easy.
in your room?
Oh, thank you very much.